Hi people, hello mensen. Friday, not Saturday, Friday the 24th of July 2026. 24ste Vrydag 2024. I want to assemble this gearbox. We did the speedo drive and I knocked it out and the bearings stayed there and this came out. So I don't know if this happened in the beginning, the gear wouldn't have been damaged yet. Because I think that bearing was here and that's what damaged the speedometer drive. That's what happened there. When I pulled that cover off. Because I couldn't get the drive out first. It was stuck. It's video about it. How to get it out. Oh, yeah. How to get it out and so on. How I got it out. The way I did it to get it out. Die manier wat ek dit gedoen het om dit uit te kry. Dat ek net gou daai 'n bietjie skoon maak. Just clean it a little bit. I want to assemble this. Ek wil hom aan mekaar sit. Want spring. Must you always fall out again. Nou, die spring het geval. Die spring in die sand gewees. Nou moet hom eers insit. It must come in there. It must come in first. There's a little ball bearing in there. Little ball. Right. First clean this spring again. Die spring skoonmaak. Nie sand in deze dinge nie, hy is al klaar kapot. Nog meer kapot maak. I don't want to get sand in here, it's already kapot. Alright. Let's do this. Put the spring in there. Bring this closer. Now I'll loosen the bearing. It's quite rough, but it's an expensive bearing, this. The one with a groove in it. And that is to keep this, see the bearing, the gears are, the gear teeth are skew. So if you will put a load on here with a turbo diesel motor, like that, at 2000 RPM torque, that's quite a lot, at low speed, then you have lots of force, and then it forces the gear that direction, because it turns this direction, it forces the other gear that direction. So this wants to come this way, towards the engine. So this circle up here must keep the bearing in place, so that it doesn't come this direction. So, yeah, and also not that direction, because if you take your foot off the accelerator, the car turns the motor, and the diesel engine has more compression, so there will be more pulling for power that direction. It's going downhill, it pulls that direction, it goes up, you go uphill, it pushes this direction. So there aren't any play on this bearing. It's brand new. So unfortunately, the rust came in here. I loosened it up. Ek het hom losgekry. So hy's nou 100%, maar hy's nog 'n bietjie pitted. It's pitted inside. That's why it's noisy. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it because the gears are chipped. As you know the story, let me show you a story. Only this part is still left. Let's move to that direction there. I have a few spares here of these rings. That one is worn out. If you can see, there is a mark right there. There's a dent in it there. It's worn out. And there or two on a point there. Come on. Show me. So, yeah. There, you can see the dent there. So the tip can break off. On the other side, it's one there. A little bit more upwards from the point. And that is the one that causes the damage. They normally break in the center here. So this one broke in the center. So if you put this to that, it's exactly at the point there it broke. So the other piece of it was probably got mangled up in the gearbox or molded up, mixed up, broken up by the gear teeth. That's why all the gear teeth are damaged. And then eventually it went to the rear cover where the magnet is. So, here is the rear cover, and it was probably pieces got stuck on the magnet there. There is the magnet, and it's got stuck on the magnet. And then they opened the gearbox, the plug, to see what flows out of that hole there, drain plug. And they saw pieces of teeth and maybe pieces of that spring. And they said, okay, this gearbox is done. And then they took the gearbox out. That's what I think what happened. And then they just let it lie outside in the rain further on. And that, of course, the speedometer drive is now also stuffed due to that. So all I can do here is we have to put it together because I've taken one of my spare springs out of my tin there, that tin there, and fitted it into this synchronous here. So let's see, let me get the pilot bearing here first. Where are you? Come here. Right, in there you go. On there you go. And then you go into your place. Let's get this into the place. Right. Now the stubborn bearing doesn't want to go in. I must get the screwdriver quickly. Okay, let's see. There it is. Now into place. The spring is in. And the bearing is in its place. And the spring is now in. Let's see if the condition of that one isn't. What the heck? That's a wrong spring. So this one, that's the condition of that one. Let's see. That one is good. That one is good. The third and fourth gear. Third and fourth gear. And that one is wrong. I must take it out again. It's too big. I must get a smaller one. It's going to come out. Didn't I put it right in? Right, let's see. Maybe I must push it right in. No man, stand still. You don't want to go in. Okay, let's put you in a vise. Let me put you in a vise, then I can get you in. Just get this one off again. Otherwise it's going to fall off anyway. Right, so let's see if you can get this one in. You can't see that. Closer by. This point must go in there. Get the thinner screwdriver quickly. See if this one works. Come on now. You go. Maybe I must bump it like that. No. Get another thinner screwdriver. Okay, I've got another thinner screwdriver. Done. That's it. It's in its place. Good. So, if you jerk the gears or whatever, then the spring might slip out. And that's maybe what happened too. Or it broke because of it was worn. Let's see if it was worn. What the heck is falling down? Okay, let's see. No, it wasn't worn. It wasn't worn, so it broke because it jumped out. Somebody jerked it, the gears. Okay, so let's go back and put this thing in. First thing. What direction does this turn now? Let's see. Now I must see where the bear was. see where it was. Oh my goodness. This side. So we forced this direction. Okay. So it forced this direction. So I must put it in like so. So that it forces that direction. Right. So it wants to turn that way. That way. It wants to turn that one. Yeah, that's good. Right, that's good. So that is in. And then I put cluster gear in. So cluster gear. These are also damaged. Few more bits coming off. Right. Get this thing into place like so. There weren't any, wasn't any shims on these bearings here. Alright, so we can see the damage on the bear on that teeth there. Sorry, can you see the damage on the teeth there? There, there, and there. Okay, so the engine turns this direction. And stick. Come on now, don't. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on. Oh, whatever, gasket maker, and put this lot together here. So, see you in a moment. Nou het smeert with gasket maker. Het is nou gesmeerd met pakking sealer, pakking maker. Not ja, gasket maker, pakking maker. Right. Ons kyk of ons die dingie kan opsit. Come on now. Alright, kom ons kyk of ons die boutjies kan indraai. See if I can turn the bolts in. Nou, hele tyd hier gelê af. So, die pakking sealer is nou, pakkingmaker, die gasket maker is nou droog. It's now, there's a skin on it. Nou, 'n velletjie op gekry. Van lê. So, sit hier terug. Waar is die ander een? Oh ja. This is the other 8mm bolt. So the PA7 4-speed only has 1, 2, 3, 4 of these 8mm bolts and 4 of the 7mm bolts. But this one has 3 there, and 3 here, and 3 there, and 3 here. So it's 6 bolts here holding this gearbox. So this is a stronger gearbox. The gears last longer on these gearboxes. It's a strong gearbox, this. It's a sterker ratkas there. Die 604 V6 het hom ook gebruik in die turbo diesel motor. The 604 used these gearboxes on the V6 engines and the turbo diesel motor engines. But Citroen had a special gear teeth. They went like, right in the beginning, they were like this. The teeth came together with a point, like that. So all the teeth were lying like this. So that centered the gears without the bearings. The bearings didn't just kept it in center, kept it in its place. But the gears did all the work to keep it in the center, because it were like that, and the next teeth followed inside of these. So they were all pulling both sides, from both sides of the gears. So that was a unique method of gear usage, of how you can put it. So dit is baie 'n hele interessante verhaal oor die Citroen se ratte aan die begin. Dit is waar die embleem vandaan kom. That's where that badge comes from. It's due to the gears they used, the shape of the gear teeth. That's where the emblem, the Citroen emblem comes from. So you have skew teeth like so, and then you have skew teeth going that way on the same gear. Op dieselfde rad, die tande wat so gegaan het en so gekom het. So hy kan nie om force na ene kant toe nie. It didn't have any force sideways. It only centered and stayed center. Ja, baie interessant. Goed, verkeerde boutjie. Long bolt. Now I must find the other one. Okay. And I'm going to check it with a normal spanner quickly. Maybe I should put that one in here because the heads are different. Then it looks more consistent. Then it looks meer gelyk. Okay. Gaan uithaal weer. Alright. Check it out. Tight. Too tight. Right, anyway, it's not broken, so leave it like that. It's niet stukkend gedraai nie, so it's alright. So it will run until it breaks. Okay, so I love to add Loctite, excuse me, a stud lock or whatever you call it, onto this plate. Because if this comes loose, then you have a problem. Okay, now I must get this adapter onto here. All of a sudden it's tight because it's high. What is it? Can't read there. What is it? 8.8 and 8.8. That's normal bout. It's gewone bout. 8.8. These are allemaal 8.8. All of them are 8.8. Right. Now I must get it onto the brown. Clutch housing, it's dirty. So last time I had to hammer this lever up to get the, or down to get the this cover out. So so let's put this back. Must this come in first? I think so. It comes like that. Yep, so this comes in first. But I must first get this thing up. Hammer this thing up. Disaster. Okay, so I'm going to do this off camera. The thing came completely out. I was scared of that. Was bang dat dit sou gebeur dat hy heeltemal uitkom. Hy het nou uitgekom. Die balletjie het nou uitgeval. The ball with the spring came out inside. So I must strip it completely now. See if I can get that back. It's going to be a heck of a struggle to get that back. Okay. See you later. Sien julle later. Ek gaan nou sukkel om die ding weer op te kry en my balletjie en steer weer terug te kry. Ja. Dit spring het nou uitgekom. Right. Oh, sorry for that. Jammer vir dit. Start all over again. See what happened. Right. What had happened was this one. It's now loose. So there is a ball. Now I must check if there's a ball on the other side. Get the wire first. So when you select any of the other gears, or rather if you select this one or that one, because from this one, between this one, this selector shaft and this selector shaft, there is a long pin with a pin inside of it. So when you select this gear, that's now, what is it? Let's see, that's first or second. If you select first or second gear with this fork here, with this selector, then the ball in the center, because the pin is in the selector shaft. Sorry, that's the thing. There's a pin in the middle of the selector shaft when it's in neutral position. So when this pin gets forced through to that side, then it pushes another pin, a bigger diameter pin, that direction, to hold that selector, so that that selector cannot move. So this selector cannot move, can also not move, because at the same time when this one can't move, because it's blocked by the bigger selector holder in the ear. So when this moves, this first or second gear engages. What the heck am I doing here? Tramping on this paw of it, on its foot. Okay. Then it moves a pin into the hollow of that one, and on the other side it moves the pin into that one to stop that one from moving. So only this one moved, because there mustn't two of them move at the same time. None of them. So if you select this one and this one is in neutral, it pushes this way and it locks this one in neutral, and it also locks that one in neutral, because it moves that direction. So I'm now going to check if there's a spring on that side, because there is a pin here. I can feel a pin if I at this moment this one is in neutral. If I do that, so then it's a distance away. As I push it in like so, now it's in whatever gear it is. This is selector third and fourth. That's first and second. This is third and fourth. It's now in fourth gear. So there I can feel it. Alright. So let's see what happens if I put this thing into place. See, it doesn't move in. If I put it to neutral, then it slides in. But now I must get this ball back into its place. I don't see a spring lying here, so I must put this ball in there, and then I must there's a ball now. Okay, now I must get a shorter thing to get it in place. Can I get this bolt in here? Oh, it fell out again. Dash it all. Go into your place. There. Are you in there? Yeah. Good. do it off camera again. It's going to take a long time. Thank goodness. Dankie tog. Ek het dit ingekry. Okay. So what have I done to get it in? Okay. I took this little small, tiny 1/4-inch drive, socket drive, and the ball was in there. Inside there, and this thing flopped over again, and it made a mess there because there's a pin inside of this selector shaft. So that fell out. So I had to put the pin of this selector shaft back in again and push it to neutral position. Then I had to push there's a spring inside there. So I had to push the ball in there, and I had to keep that thing there so that the ball can stay in at the place it must go into. And pressed with this thing so, and then I forced this back and I held the ball. It wasn't right in, it was a little bit in, klein bietjie in, and I had to keep it like that, and I went there and I bashed it against the visor, the selector shaft. So then it jumped in. So thank you for that. So that is now, and now I must put this in. Is it now in the right spot? It mustn't come out too far. There. That's where it must stay. That's 5th gear. And that place, it's 5th gear. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to push it up for the 5th gear. And then it went right out, and the spring pushed the ball out, and it fell into the gearbox. I heard it falling, and a tick, and right. So now I must do it all over again. So I'm going to fit that back. Synchronous. Come on, synchronous. In place. This is not coming into place. This is all in place. Right, and now I must put on new of this, little bit of it, just around here and there, because otherwise the oil goes alongside the bolt and it leaks out the top under the washer. So okay, you can seal the washer and the bolt with this on the outside too if you want to, but it's best to seal it just before it goes alongside the bolt. So let me seal this all again. There's a cover now. Get this cover sealed. Okay, do the cover story again. other thing. That's it tight. Right, that's done. That's done. Oh, stupid. Fall down if you want. Okay, now I must get that Loctite storage. Right, start locker is in on the Allen cap bolt. Right. Wow, but it's tight. Okay, that one. So scared there. Frightened of those bolts. If they come loose, then it's a disaster. So now that's smeared there. Now I can put this cover on. And as I say, this thing was stuck. And I got it loose. With penetrating oil and diesel. Diesel also works well to loosen stuff. So stuck stuff. So now I can select it nicely. So that problem is now solved. And let's get it onto this. Onto this. Come on. That's it. Don't. You go down there again. Okay, let's. Okay. Get the bolt back in there. See how I get the bolt in. 8 millimeters. Right. That one. This one. That one. And this. That one. See how many there are. Why is it so short? I don't like it when they're so short. That one is also short. It's very short. I'm going to find longer ones. Try to find longer bolts for these. I'm first going to do those up. I'm going to do that up. Yeah, wait a moment. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it up. This one. Alright. Yeah. Let's see. Is this in one? short. That's too short. Okay, now let's find a longer bolt for this. Hi, Owens. So I think I must split this gearbox assembly of the B810 5-speed gearbox. As you can see, that one is now already assembled, but I'm going to split this thing. So I'm going to stop this video here. Bye bye tot ziens, dankie vir subscripsie, inskrywing, en thank you for subscribing. Stay safe, bly veilig. Tot die volgende part 2 van hierdie assembly. Binne 'n paar minute gaan ek by begin. Going to start in a few minutes time. So with part 2 of this video. Okay, bye bye for now. Tot ziens, tot later. Bye bye. Tot die volgende keer. You ready? Yeah, after van die video.